How you doing? Thanks so much for being here. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. In today's video, I'm going to show you a really cool little thing on how you can kind of get out of the box. So we always talk about like box patterns when it comes to playing solos, scales. The reason why we call them box patterns is just because the way that the notes line up across the fretboard, they kind of form up in a box. Okay. And that's what's great about them is they're a lot, the minor pentatonic scale is right here, okay? Right in the box pattern, the next one, so forth and so forth. Now what I wanted to show you today was something really cool, is the fact that you can break down into just two strings and you can move across the fretboard and stay in key. Like for instance, let's say you're playing a note here at the G, 3rd and 5th fret, these two strings, whatever kind of figuration you want to make right here. Let's just say 4 notes. Now if we move up 2 frets into the next 2 strings, same notes. So we can do this here, do it here. So whatever we can do here, we can do here. 2 frets up and down to the next 2 strings. So here we're playing the 6th and 5th string, then we move down to the 4th and 3rd string. And then if we want to play it on the 2nd and 1st string, we move up 3 frets from here. So here, then we move up here, move up 3 frets, 1, 2, 3, and then down to the next 2 strings. So as you can hear, allows you to kind of cover more of the fretboard. And any type of configuration you want to do, you could do, all 6 notes if you want. Come down here, 2 frets up, and 2 frets, 3 strings down to the next 2 strings. Then go up 3 frets to the next 2 strings. And you can just hear, that they're the same. And that way you can stay in key and still cover more of the fretboard, okay? So wherever you want to be here, even if you decide to start on the 12th fret here with the 1st string, you just move back 3 frets, move back 2 frets. It allows you to move across the fretboard and still stay in key, because that's the main thing you want to make sure that you do, is you stay in key when you're playing, when you're improvising, okay? That's the main thing that you want to do, and a lot of times guitar players get caught in that box, because they figure, well, if I step out of the box, what am I going to do? I go out of key, you can tell right there, that's not the right note. I mean, it can be for certain purposes, but if you were playing like this minor pentatonic box pattern, it allows you to move out of the box and span more of the fretboard. So let's say you were playing here in A, maybe A major. See what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do. You want to think about that. And the reason why that works is because of octaves, okay? An octave is the same note, just a fret higher. So you've got a note here, you come up 2 frets and down 2 strings, same note right here. So anything you play here, you can play here. And then from here, your octave is 3 frets up and 2 strings over right here. So anything you can play here, you can play here. And if you master your octaves, you can do some really cool stuff. And then that way you can get out of the box and you can span across the fretboard. So you're actually learning 3 things. Number 1, you're getting out of the box. Number 2, you're spanning more of the fretboard. And number 3, you're learning your octaves, which helps to train your ear. Okay? So that's our quick lesson for today. Work on this, okay? Like I said, any configuration of notes you have on these 2 strings, come up 2 frets, you can do the same thing on these 2 strings. Come up 3 frets, you can do the same thing on the next 2 strings. Since you have 6 strings, break it down into 2-string increments. 2, 2, and 2. And in that way, you can do some really cool stuff. Of course, you gotta practice and everything and be creative. And I would highly recommend you work with some kind of drum beat or a metronome or a backing track and come up with some ideas. The best way to really know your fretboard is just by playing it, putting in the hours, put in the hours. And just work with these small little techniques that I'm showing you, and if you just work with it, and you work with it, and you work with it, I guarantee you after a bit of time, you'll start to see some results, all right? So that's our lesson for today. Keep practicing. If you have any questions, let me know. And subscribe to the channel because I'll be making some more videos to help you out with your guitar playing. So until then, take care.